Hi everyone, if you're watching this, you've probably seen Jinx versus Ekko Rap Battle from Tina's channel. If you haven't, I suggest you do that. It's just right here. I mean the little note on the top right of the image. Yeah, it's been a video I've wanted to make for a while. I should have made a long time ago. So I'm going to take you through the process of making the beat. I'm too many A's, by the way, or you can call me Baki, which is the other name I go by. So in this project, I'm the one rapping as Ekko, and I also did, as you can tell, the beat. Where does everything come from? What's the beginning? What's the origin? So first, Tina had this project in mind for a while, since the season 2 was announced. She wanted to make a song to relate the story of those two, Jinx and Ekko, the relationship they've been through their childhood and when they grow up. So yeah, she wanted to make a rap battle. And since we already worked together in previous projects, naturally send me a DM to make like a beat, to make the music. I offered to interpret Ekko. So my idea to make this, to make the rap battle instrumental, was to take each character's theme and to blend it all together. As you know, Jinx has her own theme, which is Get Jinxed, and Ekko has his own theme, Login Screen theme from the game. Should we get into it? I think let's go! So we have the project right here. I use FL Studio as my DAW. Our idea with Tina was to have each character going against each other, and then towards the end we would see, the season 2 wasn't out yet, but the trailer, we already had theories towards an alliance between Ekko, Jinx, and the other people. So we wanted to make the rap battle in the end, making them together sing the same melodies. Let's start with Jinx. As I said earlier, I took inspiration from Get Jinxed. I took, as you can see here, already the vocal for the intro there. Figured it would make a great intro. It's already something that's referencing Jinx. Solo. So it's something a little bit like a pad, you know? So these are the main chords throughout Jinx verse and chorus. Jinx and Ekko doesn't share the same chords, as their melodies and chord progressions are not the same. Jinx is more like towards a minor vibe, more devastating, more dystopia, stuff like that, and Ekko is more like major stuff, major vibe going on. And since he's the boy savior, is something more hopeful, you know, more epic. So yeah, so the chords end with the arpeggio, which is this, something really like clocky, you know, plucky, something really organic. When I found that one, it really sounded like something chaotic that reminded me a lot like Jinx, that does the intro with the vocals from Get Jinxed. And to announce what's to come, I put a little snippet of Ekko's theme, which is this with the guitar. And to even announce more, we have this clock FX. So that's why we announced that, oh, the rap battle is going to be about Jinx and Ekko, which is has a nice ring to it. The hi-hats just there, and this little thing called the plug strobe, it mimics the sound, I mean the melody or the plucky thing you can hear in Get Jinxed. I wanted to reference that and to put it in the project, so there you go. For the beat, I want to make something like really hip-hop-y, trap, even. Something really simple, you know, not too moving, not too chaotic, because if you have a rap and the beat is too chaotic, how are you going to understand it? Well, I mean, a kick, a snare, and the hi-hats. There you go. You can see there something really simple, you know, the pattern is just kick, snare, hi-hats. Then with the melodies and stuff, so we have the chords, I mean the pad that I took from the intro. The pad in itself does a little bit of question answer type of thing. We have the notes here and the chords answering the question. See, something like that. And with that, we had a nice bass to it, which is, the name is Badger Melbourne from Harmor. You can see there. That sounds like that. Nice. Then we switch it up by adding the lead. It's something I found myself. It's foreshadowing what's going to come after with this lead and the little plug from earlier. Again, there we have question answer kind of vibe going on there. Question, and you get the answer. We're hitting home. So what we got here, so that's what you hear, what the melody is. What is that? We have two leads there. A lead, something I called a lead electric, and the first lead you heard earlier both plays the melody you can hear in Get Jinxed. I took that like directly. So it follows the vocal. I like to put stuff like that, like rough cuts, some stuff that follows the vocals. It adds dynamics. For me, it sounds like more customized, personalized character and what is being said. To emphasize the vocals, once again, boom for the explosion, and the gunshots for pow pow, which is Jinx's gun's names. Name, I believe. Again, emphasizing the vocals. And since it's referencing Ekko, the clock thing, you know. The code's going. Vocals, emphasizement. Emphasize again the vocal. Yeah, to reference again the vocals, since she said Get Jinxed. I put the vocals from Get Jinxed once again to like some sort of homage to the OG track.
Don't come too close or get jinxed.
And there you have it, Jinx's verse. Now into Ekko. So, Ekko as a team. Really hype track, and the melody is quite nice. So I took that to announce his verse and to do the transition from Jinx's verse to Ekko's verse with the piano, simply because in the OG track I believe there was a piano too. So yeah, the main theme is that nice melody. It's a helpful melody, you know. It's a really good vibe, good feeling. Since Ekko's powers relates with time and clocks and ticking, I put that all over his verse. The clock there, you can hear. Yeah, you can hear it throughout the verse. So for Ekko, for the drums, I wanted to make something really, as I said earlier, something like epic, orchestral, and something really like pumped up. Like he's the boy savior, you know. Like everyone cheers for him. Something that could have been played in a stadium. Just a kick in the snare and the clock, mimicking the hi-hats. I would say. So it's basically a pattern that you can hear, like everyone can make, like an entire crowd could mimic that drum pattern, like with the feet and the hands. Like that's what I wanted to mimic. Actually, that piano I was inspired by someone else's version of Ekko's theme. And since you can hear the piano is sort of glitchy, again referencing the time powers, and this moon bass, which is really nice as well. Again, to emphasize the vocals, I do cuts like these.
I can forget, how can you were back in the day? So tell me how the hell you ended up that way.
You know, to really hear what he says. Into the Ekko's kind of chorus. So we have this time pulsation, which are the chords, something again which that plays with time. It's really heartfelt, you know, heartwarming, something hopeful, you know. Just so you know, each character I attributed 2 main instruments for their leads. For Jinx, 2 leads, the electric one, which is this, and the normal one, which is that. And for Ekko, 2 of his instruments are the dirty guitar and his character inspired me the flute, so why not give him a flute? His parts of the fire lights, which are this band, this screw flies on overboards, stuff like that. Something really in the air. So that inspires me, the flute. So the dirty guitar and the flute, the time pulsation playing the chords, the moon bass playing that, the root notes, and I added, since Ekko, you know, he's from the ghetto, he's from the streets, why not add 808, just a symbol of trap music. If you don't have really good headphones or really good speakers, you wouldn't be able to hear it. It's like really, really low. It's the sub bass. And I added this little tambourine loop, which added a little something nice, you know. So everything, it does this. Okay, why the cuts? Again, to emphasize the vocals.
Get her back, 'cause I don't think Vi could do it on her own.
What you can hear is Vi's scream. I took the scream literally from the season 2 trailer. I took it like directly from that, so it's like referencing directly the season 2. Again, emphasizing what is being said. I don't think Vi could do it on her own. I didn't say it, but the flute and the dirty guitar are playing Ekko's theme. What is that? What is that, man? Arcane is a show coming from the lore and the characters of League of Legends, and obviously Ekko and Jinx are champions in the game, and obviously they have sound effects when they fight, and I wanted to take that from Ekko sword sound. That are those. And of course it follows the rhythm of the drums and the melody, emphasizing again the vocal right here.
I'll be the one to make things right.
That's really nice arrangement. Back into Jinx verse. I take the lead, but this time the lead, it mimics what plays the plug strobe, so this thing. Now it's the lead, the first lead playing it. You know, it's more harsh, it's more graspy. I invent words, I don't know if they exist, but you get the picture. You know, it's something like she has to respond like something really, even more, you know, even meaner. And there you hear it. It's Jinx's one of Jinx's abilities is the zap. Yeah, sorry, I'm saying the same word every time, but it really represents like really well what I'm trying to say, but it really emphasizes even more her response when we go to that part there. And if you recognize it, this little affix, there is Jinx's ult, which is the rocket you see at the end of the season 1. So that sound comes straight from the game. Then back to Ekko. Jinx delivered like an explosive verse too. Something really mean, you know. Get into his head. So Ekko's has like, wait, stop a second. Let me dash back and let me tell you what I have to say to you. So something really like chill and something like he's confident. So we have the dirty guitar playing, kind of like mimicking the piano in the first verse, like this type of rhythm. And right now it's the guitar playing it. It's not the same notes, but it's this same thing of arpeggio, you know, stuff like that. You know, you can see his confidence going up. For the drum pattern, you have a little bit something slightly different. The vibe is still there, but the feeling is different since the rhythm aren't the same. It's not like we will rock you, you know. It's slightly different. So you have back the cinematic drums and the clocks. what changes most is that in his first verse, that was the piano, that was the main instrument, and now it's the guitar that is the main instrument, the lead. So the vibe is really different. So here's the first verse, and the second verse is that. Something more laid back, you know, more, okay, all right, let's think. Again, one of his abilities, I believe it's Ekko's E. It's the one where he's teleporting to the opponent. Emphasizing the vocal again with the silence. And now, what is different about this part? As you can see here, I added one element from Jinx's verses, so you can sort of like see their beats sort of like melting into each other's. So that's why I added the hi-hats from Jinx's parts into his second verse here. The flute is back playing the melody. We have the bass back, the 808 back with the add of Jinx's hi-hats. You can see that there's something more coming, foreshadowing a change. If you couldn't tell, Ekko in his verses didn't have any hi-hats. That was played by the clock. And there was a tambourine. So when the second verse comes, you say, wait, Ekko didn't have any hi-hats, did he? That's a little something I'm really proud of. A little something, a little feel that I'm proud of right here. And now, what's happening? Jinx's third verse, I incorporated Ekko's snare. Something I didn't say is that there you can see the Jinx hi-hat, but why those are in a different color? Because I took, in fact, Jinx's snare there. You can see the snare it's Jinx's snare. Jinx's drums are already melting into Ekko's verse. So you notice there's something different about his verse, his second verse. This one is normal, it's Ekko, and then we go here, and then it's more intimate, it's more personal. Like there's no crowd anymore, there's no chants, there's no people clapping, you know. And then we have Jinx's third verse. So we took again the chords with the pad. The plug strobe is now playing a lead melody. Something really subtle again. And then she has an 808 there now. And so she took Ekko snare to, you know, they made an exchange. Here we have in Ekko's verse Jinx's drums, and now in Jinx's verse we have Ekko's snare. And now for the third verse of Ekko, we take back the pulsation, the bass, the 808, and the cinematic drums. But the main melodic element is from Jinx's. It's the plug strobe playing like those arpeggiated chords to punctuate the verse. Jinx's 4 verse, or as I would call it, the reflection verse, the thinking verse, is when Jinx talking to herself and with Powder. Ekko's 808 still there. Jinx bass. We have this marching snare, you know, to announce something is happening, you know, there's something happening in the verse. And now the lead has been playing the melody. So this instrument, this lead is now playing. Oh, and there's a slight filter in it, like it's swelling, like he wants to come back. It's sort of like, hang on, Jinx is reflecting on her thoughts, and I don't know what she thinks about, but let's make time for her. So that's why her melodic element is filtered out, but it's coming back like slowly as we hear afterwards. Jinx and Ekko sort of duetting the same phrase. Complicating to talk. And now together we have, so the matching snare is still there. We have Ekko snare, because now the crowd is chanting for both of them, for Ekko and Jinx. We have Ekko 808, Jinx bass, Ekko's guitar, and Jinx's lead. As you can see by the colors, they are embracing their sides, and they are in the same sides now. So that's why Ekko and Jinx instruments plays the melody from Get Jinxed. And Ekko's guitar plays the same thing. So yeah, so it's like, okay, everyone, let's sing together, like the crowd, the chants, everyone, let's sing together, you know. Like the build up. Okay, so what is this little part here? Oh, and this is something that you may have not heard, but there is this little section chopped there. This little part comes from Dynasties and Dystopia, from the show's season 1, when Jinx and Ekko fight on the bridge, and it's the soundtrack that plays when the fight is going on. And so I took a little part of the track and chopped it up just before the final chorus, so you know, a little bit of spiciness. And what you hear there, a little twist to build up even more, you know, it's just octaves. The final chorus, we have the piano, then we have from the piano from Ekko, the glitch one. We have Jinx's arpeggiator. We have the plug strobe from Jinx too. We have the bass from Jinx's too. We have Ekko's 808. Jinx's kick. The snare. Her hi-hats. Now the flutes. The flute from Ekko. And the lead from Jinx. And what are the leads doing there? They are basically responding to the chorus. My mister, na 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 na. It's like it's something like sort of a back and forth. That's really nice to hear. On the second part, what do we had? We had the, let me show it to you. Add the kick from Ekko. So there's the first part. And now the second part with Jinx's with Ekko's kick, the big kick as you can see here. And his snare, of course, because everyone is chanting, is cheering for them. So the big claps. So we have all this stuff going on. You can really see the transition from here to there. And now to end it all, we have the ARP from Jinx, the time pulsation going back. We have Jinx's lead playing the melody one final time. And to close it all off, Ekko's guitar. But the last note is not the same note as his intro, if you can notice. The last note really changes the thing because it's really emphasizing either you want something hopeful or something desperate. And for the ending, Tina and I agreed on something more desperate, something like dystopian, something doesn't end in it doesn't end in a happy note. So yeah, it's despair, as you can hear in the end. It really ends the track really nice, I believe. So yeah, there you have it. every part explained. I recall it again. If you haven't already, I suggest you listen to the Rap Battle. It's just at the top there. Yeah, I thank Tina for the opportunity to work on the project, and thank you to everyone who listened to it and gave their feedback. It was really well received. So I will see you in the next one. It was Too Many A's, aka Baki. Something really interesting is coming next. I'll tell you that. Enjoy your evening and Happy New Year. Yeah. So peace out.